Welcome back to ETV News. Well, when one mentions the word gaming, it's not very often that you imagine women using joysticks and gaming consoles. But there are many women who are avid gamers and those who are involved in developing them too. Shining a light on diverse women within the gaming industry is the theme of this year's Women in Gaming initiative. The conference will take place in October. Now, to tell us a bit more about how women are taking this industry by storm, we are joined by Naz Fredericks, the marketing executive of Clarion Events. Naz, good evening and welcome to ETV News.
Good evening and thank you for having me. I think women in gaming, wow, where do I begin?
Well, let's start here first. Most of the time, you know, we're sitting with our girls, we're complaining about how the man has disappeared for hours. Although we prefer that he's gone away with the games and with somebody else, but usually that's what you think of when you think about gaming. It's the guy, his friends, they're just sitting there playing games. But clearly you're trying to change that narrative.
Yes, we definitely are. I think when we look at the gaming industry per se, less than 20% of the industry actually comprise of women. And we are trying to highlight and showcase phenomenal women within the industry that are breaking that glass ceiling. And I think by having ICE Africa and tying it in with the Women in Gaming campaign, we are inspiring and motivating other women out there that, hey, it's not just a man's world.
Well, this is it, and I love it because let's just face it, these fellas are making money. Just the other day we were talking about a 16-year-old who made $3 million from playing Fortnite. You know, now I know you guys also look at women who are actually involved in developing the games as well.
Yes, ICE Africa basically stands for International Casino Exhibition, and we highlight, you know, the regulatory, the latest in gaming tech and innovation within Africa, and it's a Pan-African event. So what we're trying to do with ICE is not only highlight the latest developments and tech, but also look at the regulatory aspect within the gaming industry.
And I think that's so important because I think, you know, for those who are trying to get into the space, they may not know, you know, the do's and the don'ts, how far you can actually go. But let's bring it back to some of the young ladies. How are you making this more attractive to some of the young girls out there?
By highlighting the opportunities that gaming presents. I mean, gaming contributes to about 50,000 jobs within the industry. And I mean, with latest reports indicating that gaming contributes to about 30 billion rand towards the gaming ecosystem in South Africa alone. I can only begin to imagine if we get more females within this industry, how well we would evolve and how we would contribute to the growth of the industry.
All right, so let's chat about the event that's going to be taking place in October. There's speakers, it's a conference, exhibitions. What else can we get? What's happening?
So, ICE, we basically took the gaming African ecosystem and we segmented it. And we're like, what does Africa need within a conference? So we basically brought together a 360 approach to the gaming industry within Africa, you know, highlighting the Pan-African opportunities that are available in Africa because it is a growing market. So at ICE, you have your conference element, so you are able to go and upskill yourself with industry experts that bring you solutions to the current challenges and the challenges that we might face in the future. Then we've got the supplier aspect where we have an exhibition. So if you want to get into the industry and you need some sort of latest innovation to take your business to the next step, we have that ready and available for you.
And I think this is awesome because I think, you know, especially the suppliers part, because for the most part, we want to start something. And then the challenge is, okay, we've got the world, we've got the know-how, but then where do we even start? Where do we get things? So I love that element of the conference as well.
Yes. We are also highlighting pitch eyes. So earlier you mentioned that there are so many startups within the African gaming industry, and with ICE we've actually launched pitch eyes. So it's somewhat where you pitch your business idea to a board of investors. So ICE Africa also looks to invest within the gaming industry on the African continent.
Well, this is absolutely fantastic. So let's look at age group now. One would assume, you know, it's, you know, the teens that are getting into the spacing and of course the adults who are in space. But is there an age restriction for the conference itself or is for everybody?
Yes. So you have to be 18 and above to basically attend, 18 and over, sorry, to attend the conference, because there are various elements to it, and it also presents networking elements so that you can network with the industry's best to gain solutions.
All right. So I've got a couple of seconds with you. How can we find out some more information? Are we following? I mean, I've got that beautiful picture behind you from Twitter, because you guys are on Twitter, but where else can we get some more information?
So you can follow us on LinkedIn, on ICE Africa, as well as on Facebook. We've also got a website, ICE Africa, so just type in the words ICE Africa and we are sure to pop up.
Fantastic. We look forward to it, and I'm sure it's going to be a very interesting conference and a great weekend as well. So